So the first thing I would say is that we definitely need to talk after this session. But the privacy is definitely a paradox. And on one hand, as business decision makers, we want to know everything about the users. But on the other hand, as users, we don't want to jeopardize and give away this data. And in Placence, we found a solution for that. We randomize the data and currently have a mathematical algorithm that allows us to use the group data, but with completely, in a way which won't be able to identify the personal people. We completely randomize the data, and now we allow decision makers to understand much more than just the footfall. So there's a lot of importance to understanding who the people are, what type of groups there are, where they come from, what they do, what are the aid groups, but of course doing that without jeopardizing data privacy. Just another point I'd like to touch on the data side is many times we see that there's even a bigger problem than just bringing in the data, and it's actually finding the right people to analyze the data and utilize it to a better way for
to the right decision.
To the right decisions. So a good starting point would be, on one hand, data is important, but I guess pushing the right people towards those gigantic corporations that will actually change the game and start looking at data in a different way, in a more innovative way, in a fast-forward.
But you provide just the data, or you also help them with the analytics? So, for example, having a train station in Switzerland, and you have some experience on whatever, on a shopping center. Are you able to say, hey, this kind of shop is missing because with this social profile of the visitors, they are looking for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they would spend so much minutes in this kind of shop? Or what could be the result what you're offering?
Excellent question. We were actually approached by a few European train companies where they have a main goal, and that's turning train stations into the city centers again.
Exactly what we also want to do.
And one of the main first questions they had is, what is the percentage of people that visit a train station after they visited a school or after they visited a kindergarten? Meaning, how many people would come to that train station, and if we would have had this school or kindergarten, we would save them time on commute and they would use the train more frequently.
I think you need to bring this train station to them.
It's with the train, it's not that easy.
That's a different story.
As people live in Tel Aviv.
Yeah. Okay, so you said school and kindergarten. I think that's a quite reasonable thing, but if you look directly in a shop structure, in a train station, you have, I think, to-go shop for groceries. I'm not sure if a fashion shop is going to run in a train station. So how do you could find out what could run?
So, as mentioned, those retail spaces don't understand who are the people going there. We see it also in the airports. We would think that airports know anything they need to know about their customers, but they're actually going blindfolded. They wouldn't know if a flight leaving to Hamburg has 30% Germans or 50% Americans and 20% Israelis. They don't know. And once they have a better understanding of who are their potential clients, they will be able to serve them with a better product and show them the right product. In the same way they do in the online. Serve the people the right thing at the right time.
But it seems to me we are still a pretty away. So coming to the Amazon understanding of a client, that is something what everyone wants to approach in the physical store. So as it looked like and what you're telling, we are just on the first 5% of that.
And I think one of the main reasons Amazon or companies, I mean, we see now that the highest performing companies in the physical space are actually stores that started in the online world.
They know the marketing. They know the marketing, right?
They know the marketing and they use different methodologies. There's a good example, a local one, Israeli, a company called Adika, which is a fashion brand started by just selling clothes online, and they started opening physical stores, but treating the physical stores in the same way they treated the online spaces. They change the storefront once every 2 weeks. They make everything very accessible, and they use the exact same analytical methodologies brought from the online world. So I guess it's not so far away. The more these type of methodologies will be adopted by the old world, the faster this evolution will progress.
Online, everything is about identifying yourself and who you are, your keywords, everything. And that's the only way to survive in the online world. Now, it becomes similar in the offline world. So not only the analytical aspect, but you have to give people motivation. Online, everything is about a landing page, put your email, and understand who you are. Offline, you can give the same type of motivation. Whoever buys your shoes, it seems like the only weapon that you have is a loyalty card. But there are many things that you can give people as a motivation to identify themselves. In the store, outside the store, give them let's say a parking discount if they shop in a specific store. You kind of can figure out who they are and where they shop and what they do by giving them the right type of incentive.
And predict what they will do as well.
Are you providing free Wi-Fi in the train and the train stations?
In the train stations we have. In the trains, it's a little bit a technical problem, but we now are testing it to get our customers a good experience in the trains and also the train stations. We also want to develop our stations to places where the people stay, because a lot of people that frequent the stations are just going to the train. And they don't buy anything at our shops. So we want that the people are willing to stay at our stations after they arrived. For example, that they eat something at the station or buy some shoes or something like that.
So high-performing Wi-Fi is the first thing to track the customer, because you know where they enter the train, where they are going to, and how they are moving into the train station. So, do you analyze the data in the train station?
No, we don't.
You're not allowed to?
Yes, because,
okay.
Because of privacy issues, we don't do at the moment.
Do you consider that there could be two different customer segments, one that takes the train and another that comes to shop and does not take the train at all?
We have, yes. We have both kind of customers. We have such that only go to the train. We have such customers that do both, shopping and traveling. And then we have also customers that come only to the station for shopping, but that's a small amount of the customers.
My last question to the round. So, and Daniela first. When we sit here in 5 years, what has changed in 5 years? So we do not take the 2 year and 10 years. We look for in between. So what do you think? How digital is your business in the train stations, and what have you achieved? And
so I hope we know a lot more about our customers, so that we can do or adapt the shops and all the stuff at the station. We also want to develop the station as a mobility hub, where you can seamlessly change from maybe the bike to the train, or from the maybe self-driving car to the train, so that the people have to come to the station to get the mobility. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So what is happening in 5 years?
First of all, I will not be sitting here, but my hologram will be sitting here in 5 years. So I'll be somewhere.
I bet against it.
You
would be very happy to sit here in 5 years.
I'll be somewhere on the beach, trust me. So we're looking at a real estate market of 20 trillion, somewhere in that region, which is very stable, and it's a good place to invest. But yet millennials don't like to buy apartments, and they don't like all the hassle and mortgages and so on. And also, as we discussed, they feel towards they like investing in things that they enjoy or they believe in, and so on. So we're looking at a new base, but yet they're becoming credit investors. They have money. So what are they going to do? They're going to invest in real estate-backed securities, and we're going to see this huge market growing and booming in the next, hopefully by the end of the 5 years, we'll see, I don't know, 100, 200 trillion market, kind of like the beginning of the new stock market based on these assets. That's what I want to see.
So this is your company vision as well? So having asset-backed tokens, trade market?
Yeah, just basically securities, new asset class that's going to develop and that's going to develop carefully along with regulation to make sure it's here to stay and it's not some sort of a bubble and it's not some sort of a passing phase.
Okay.
So,
Dan, what's in 5 years?
So I hope that in 5 years when I visit Expo Real and I meet one of the expansion managers of the brands and I ask him, how do you make the decision? How do you know if you're opening in the right place? And he says to me, I have a good gut feeling. I've been doing that for 40 years. So I really hope that in 5 years from now,
These people are gone, I promise you.
no, I hope they will stay, but they will change their mind or they'll be having
No.
someone that will help them or educate them.
No, don't put the effort in.
Okay.
Take new ones.
And the next thing, and the second thing I hope is that we will be able to fully resolve our privacy issues, to be able to make data, but without jeopardizing people's privacy in any way whatsoever.
I think that will be a global issue. So we see it in California coming up now, and we will have it all over the world. And so what the Europeans started with was maybe not the best idea to develop online businesses or businesses at all, but other countries will follow. So let's see what's happening to retail. Thank you.
thank you.